Hi Aries, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a timeless tarot reading. So whenever you find yourself guided or drawn to this video, this reading is most definitely meant for you. And I do want to take this moment to remind you as always to go ahead and like the video. Do leave me a comment down below about your situation, how the reading resonates, or some emojis. And don't forget to of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. As I catch my breath, the message that I received when meditating on your energy overall for the reading was sneaky, sneaky, you're not to be trusted. Sneaky, sneaky, you're not to be trusted. And so with that said and done, let's aim down and pull some cards. Alrighty, so we are going to begin by doing some shuffling. So you can pull however many cards Spirit wants to give us from the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. And while I do the initial shuffling, excuse me if I could say it, keep in mind that this is a general timeless read for the sign of Aries. Whatever placements you have within your chart, all of which apply, feeling kind of spacey in your energy. If you're here to hear about an Aries, you're of course more than welcome to join and be a little bit nosy. But due to it being general, take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else. But don't forget to, of course, check your other placements within your chart for more messages. You just never know what other messages there are for you in those readings. Wow, I'm struggling to say this. You might feel as if you're just kind of stunned by people's behavior or things happening around you, or just the way your life is panning out to the point where you're just stumbling on your words here and there. But on another completely different note, I'm taking requests at this time for personal readings. So just shoot down to the description box where you will see the options pricing in my email. Just reach out and I'll get that started for you. For our lovely Aries, thank you, Spirit. For Aries. Okay, we got two so far, as you can see. Thank you, Spirit. I'm getting the feeling now that you are feeling a bit on edge. I just had to cut out a part of the reading, but I'm getting the feeling that you're feeling a bit on edge, but you're doing your best due to certain energies or situations you're wrapped up with, but you're doing your best to kind of stay calm, cool, and collected, while at times feeling like nothing's going the way you would expect it to or want it to. But the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, as well as Temperance, I need to have an immense amount of patience with yourself and those around you at this time. And with changes, I want to say as well, allowing for yourself, excuse me, and allowing for yourself to understand that not fitting in at times is a good thing. It feels like you've outgrown a situation or multiple situations or certain people. Spirit saying more so people for this reading, feeling like, again, going back to the overall reading, people's behavior is just so sneaky or just unbelievable and just doesn't match where you're trying to head in life or who you're trying to become, right? Feeling as if, once again, you have to have patience with these individuals as you try to kind of move away from them or try to make changes or implement certain adjustments in order to feel like you fit in more so, or to just surround yourself with different energies, healthier ones. And we're beginning the spread. We have 5, as you can see, with the Judgment card. I'm hearing it's time to be honest with oneself. It's time to be honest with yourself about people, situations that you're wrapped up with. You're going to move forward, if you haven't already, discover an individual or multiple. For some, I'm hearing it's 3 people, which is hefty to realize that they're just very sneaky, you know. For somebody, or multiple Aries out there, you're discovering somebody has broken into or went through your phone or a personal device of yours, and it's just like, wow, talk about a, you know, invasion of my privacy, my personal information, you know, feeling as if there's just a lot of, I don't want to say talking behind your back as well. People just kind of not having your back at the same time, feeling like you're starting to see people's true colors, as if like the rose tinted glasses are starting to be taken off by Spirit in the universe. And there's a very spiritual kind of guidance feeling around you at this time, as your guides are trying to make it very apparent as to who needs to come with you moving forward towards the certain changes you're trying to implement, and who's got to be left behind. Feeling as if there are a lot of kind of pushy, sort of opinionated, judgmental energies around you, and you needing to kind of be like, it's my time to kind of pick and choose who is worthy of a seat next to me, given I have a lot of success ahead for me. But again, it's you being pushed by Spirit in the universe to be truly honest with oneself about the actions you're witnessing or being told. Sometimes you just needing to kind of trust what Spirit's telling you, or the messages you're receiving, certain downloads, not needing to see it firsthand, realizing that it happened behind the scenes, or when you weren't there. You have to remember your guides see a lot more when it comes to certain individuals you're wrapped up with than you do, when you're not around. I've experienced this in the past. And we're moving on to the Queen of Pentacles. And as you move forward, you're going to find yourself sort of in this, I'm hearing motherly kind of energy, male or female. We all have that masculine and feminine within us, feeling as if you just want to take care of certain individuals or protect other people from the sneaky individuals that you are wrapped up with at this time, or discovering the truth about, and feeling like you kind of need to forewarn certain people about that person. A very similar kind of message came through in the Leo reading I just did. There's a feeling that you need to not rush in to sort of save certain people, as these truths and knowledge comes to light about, again, sneaky individuals, untrustworthy people. You just don't, the Spirit in the universe isn't done just yet, kind of clarifying this and that, needing to just kind of let everything come to the surface, to the light, as things unravel and change, and make your decisions as you move forward, given somebody that you're trying to save or kind of forewarn might be involved in the sneaky behavior at the end of the day, and it's just a lot to handle. I get it, but you just kind of feeling a little bit, look at the look in her face, being like, really? Now you want to kind of be friends, or now you want to associate with me, or now you want to try to suck up or do a favor? It just feels like people kind of sense that you're picking up on their behavior, or a sense that you see their true colors, and then they're trying to kind of butter you up in one way, shape, or form, and it's like, no. It just feels like you're, with the truth, that the knowledge is coming to light, you're now able to kind of reassess this and that, and see right through people's BS at the end of the day. And we're moving on to the Three of Cups. Interesting, because I wanted to initially say with this card that you have, you'll realize one or two, three at most people within your life that you can truly trust. The sneaky behaviors, the energies that you can't trust at this point are kind of highlighting, in a sense, those people you can associate yourself with moving forward. They've gained your level of trust up until this point. But then when I picked up the card, Spirit wanted to say, this is all about celebration. You feeling like you're celebrating the truth to a certain extent, in behind the scenes, doing it in your own way, feeling like it's time for you to embrace that truth, to celebrate it once again, and to allow for you to understand that the changes you're implementing moving forward, the adjustments in your life, may feel a little rocky or a little bit uneasy at first, but they're to be celebrated, right? Because they're leading towards a lot of beautiful things, making room for a lot of new energies and situations to embrace. Beautiful. And it might feel like at times you're going through a bit of a balancing act, but you're gonna feel like, if you haven't already, this sort of like light and very kind of angelic feeling coming over you. You're very guided, I feel the need to say. And we're moving on to the Seven of Wands. And as you move forward, you're going to find that as you try to part ways with certain energies, once again, certain people that we've been talking about, you feel as if a lot of other people, or they're coming at you with these kind of aggressive statements, judgments, evaluations, feeling like they know it all, or just feeling as if your new kind of airy, angelic, peaceful way of being, I want to say. For some of you, not so peaceful, but regardless, it just feels as if a lot of people want a piece of you, or want to kind of tell you how to live your life, or why they feel you're making the wrong decisions. But it's like between your spiritual guidance, you know, your guides, all the downloads, the clarity coming in, and your intuition, it's just, if you look within, you know what you're doing, right? For the most part, you have a pretty good idea as to who and what's coming with you at this point moving forward. And again, if this isn't right now when you're watching it, it's going to be soon enough in the near future. But being aligned with the Judgment card, it's about, once again, being honest with yourself. And as people kind of come at you in a negative or forceful way, it's going to make it even more apparent as to who's coming with you. And I think it's just going to be a reassuring kind of moment where you're like, thank you for reminding me that I don't need you coming with me in this next chapter as I go towards a lot of change, a lot of beautiful things. But being aligned with the Queen of Pentacles, it just feels like, look, remember I was talking about the face, the look? We'll just put it in this order. And people coming at you and you just being like, really? Like, are you, okay, wow. This is just a lot to handle, but it's like you kind of not even being shocked at this point and being like, this is all just kind of laying it out on the table and making it very apparent, very clear once again as to who and what's coming with me. And for some of you, it's very minimal or very few people, and you are coming to terms with that. It's a hard thing to swallow, but moving forward, you'll realize it's meant to be. And we're moving forward to the last and final card. We have the Ten of Wands. Feeling like, you know, as you release people and situations from your life, again, making changes and adjustments, you feel a bit of a hefty burden on your back. It's like when things feel light and airy, they kind of go very heavy real quick. It's like a change at the snap of a finger. And it's more so when you, for some of you, it's a hefty workload, certain obligations you have to fulfill, excuse me. But then again, it's when you wrap yourself up with certain people or certain situations, and that again makes it apparent that that things are very heavy, right? It feels like there's a bit of a pressure or stress on your shoulders when you wrap yourself up with these people. And again, it just feels like now this is coming through as all the truths you're now having to carry. And find a way to release them, my friend, you know. I'm hearing a creative release, you know. For some of you, not feeling like you can sort of talk to many people, or if anybody, about what you're learning and discovering. You just kind of want to keep it to yourself to a certain extent. But then it's like, you got to release it, you know, you wanting to move on and start fresh in one way, shape, or form, as, you know, people are just truly sneaky and not to be trusted, but allowing for yourself to celebrate all that's ahead, right? Remembering that these truths are coming to light for a reason, that you're about to release so many different burdens in so many different forms, and it's going to benefit your life in a multitude of ways. And allow yourself to celebrate the truth coming to light, given it's helping you gain so much clarity towards changes and adjustments that will improve your life for the better. Wow. With that said and done, I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And don't you dare forget to reach out for a personal reading. Wishing you nothing but the best, sending you love and light at this time, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aries.